Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead the club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. Like Coachella, what's her name? Isabella, forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA, you tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Vikings going up against the Packers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First carry now for the rookie, Dalvin Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Being chased out left. He's got Floyd out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it. Because
and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Forbath out to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, but you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now a play fake here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sharif Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On third and long, it's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Morgan Burnett. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and we're in all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right near the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get under. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure this out.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Nick Perry. able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Second down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Left side, Cook. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will make our score 9-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught, left side, Bennett. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play that time for the Packers. And even 40 yards. Rodgers now on 1st down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Rodgers again now. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. In the red zone this time. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Packers get set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. They
start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Flushed out right, and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll send the tight end Bennett in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Rodgers to throw on second down. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Packers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Receptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? Color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. They run it again with Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Darrell Young, the fullback, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
To throw is Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st down, Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Bennett. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Rodgers now on 3rd down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 36. 30. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they take a knee. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And they will take a knee here. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
319!
To throw is Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Well, not the position they want to be in. Still a very, very small chance here, but they almost need a miracle.
Agreed. That means they've got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
319! 319!
And he motions the wide receiver. Rodgers to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Cook running right. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Bridgewater here to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kevin King, the rookie from Washington. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Darrell Young, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog.